Welcome to Career Uprising. I'm your host and professional career coach, Lorraine Rise. Join me as I guide you through an amazing journey of self-discovery and empowerment. If you are looking for work, changing careers, or stuck in a toxic job, then this is the show for you. I offer both practical and spiritual guidance to help you up-level and advance your career. Let's start the uprising. Hey everyone, you are listening to episode 77, How to Get Hired in a Pandemic. Before we get started, please take a moment, hit subscribe on Apple Podcasts or however you like to listen to the show. That way you'll never miss an episode. And if you want to pay it forward, you can leave me a review. They are greatly, greatly appreciated. And since I give this show freely 2-3 times a month, I would really appreciate it if you've benefited that you leave me a review. I read them all and I love them. Thank you so much. So, oh my goodness, you guys, how are you doing out there? Truly, how are you doing with everything that is going on? So, I've been really busy in the month of March, even with the pandemic. We've still got coronavirus very much running rampant around the world. It's been a busy time for me, of course, making adjustments in my own life, but business has been really, really strong. Still a lot of people looking for help, which is kind of surprising, but kind of not, I guess. I'm doing phone and virtual meetings regularly with folks who are losing their positions, worried about it, or still just wanting to charge ahead on a career change. So I'm really busy right now, but I'm still taking on new clients if you're in a situation where you need help. And this is the time to rise up, definitely, as a coach. I have no plans to, scale things back. I think that there's people out there who need help right now in their careers more than anything. And I'm so happy that I chose this profession, and I'm just honored to be a coach, really. So my work is kind of going into overdrive right now. Yesterday in particular, from the day when I'm recording the show, I felt like my head was going to explode. It's very joyful, for me to be busy and doing coaching sessions with clients, but it is a little exhausting sometimes. So I will say that, pardon me in advance if I'm improvising just a little bit on this episode. I normally have pretty copious notes. I'm a type A planner, but I've been so busy. I've not really had time to write out a script or notes the way that I normally like to. So I'm shooting from the hip just a little bit today. And I have also been changing my topics, the last episode that came out before this, and then this one, to help you guys through this situation. It's kind of hard for me to be timely, I guess, with my podcast, because I normally record them 2, 3, or even 4 weeks sometimes ahead of time. So I'm really kind of adapting here to try and be timely and give you a message that's relevant to what is going on right now. So I've changed things at the last minute, but what I want to help you with today is how to continue your job search or your career change that maybe you had in progress or were thinking about before this whole virus situation hit us, right? Because I think a lot of people are wondering, should I still be looking for work? Is hiring really down? Should I even bother? Put it all on hold? What's the point? Oh my God, a lot of uncertainty out there. So what I want to do is share my perspective on that and give you 5 action steps for how you can stay busy and thrive in your career and make the most of this downtime. I think a lot of people either are off work, maybe altogether, or working from home with their kids, whatever it is. I think we all have a different work situation, and most of us are home right now. So what can you do with that time to still reach your goals, move the needle forward? That's what I want to help you with today. So let's get going. Let's count down 5 things that you can be doing to stay productive in your career and continue your job search and maybe even get hired during this time, right? Okay, number one, I want you to check in with your network. Okay, so there's a lot of talk about connecting right now. People are connecting on virtual meetings. I think Zoom is going to implode pretty soon here. Everyone's using online meeting platforms. I've already been using them, but now it's all just in overdrive. And this is a good time to reconnect with your network. Check in with people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while. How are they doing? How can you help them? Set up phone calls, do email, virtual meetings, whatever you need to do. I've actually had a number of people in my network reach out to me and say, hey, how are you doing? I've got several one-on-one calls set up with people I haven't talked to in a little while. This is an excellent, excellent opportunity to take this downtime, the time that you're at home, and set up some calls and network and talk to people, see how they are doing, all right? Even if you're not talking about your career or your job search, just check in with them, because we all know in networking, the seeds you plant today are the ones that are going to bloom and grow for you tomorrow. So use this time to nurture your relationships. And even if you're not job searching, it will help you down the road, okay? The most successful clients I've ever had understand this concept without a doubt. They are networkers. They know people, they talk to them, they genuinely care and maintain those relationships. So make it a goal for you to set up at least 3 virtual meetings within your network over the next week or so. And you can, I believe you can still get a free Zoom membership if you like Zoom. I mean, there's plenty of other great ones out there, but that's just the one I use. I think you can get a free membership and you get 40 minutes to talk to people, which is really all you need. I think that's perfect. And you can still do some face-to-face networking. Okay. So the networking wheel does not stop right now. In fact, I think it should be ramped up into overdrive. All right. Number 2, if you have started job searching, I want you to keep searching. I don't want you to necessarily slow down. All right. Yes, hiring is going to be down right now, and we don't know how long, but not every industry or every company is slowing down. It's really going to depend on what kind of work you're in, the size of the company. Larger companies, I would imagine, are probably still hiring. Smaller companies may not have the financial reserves to do that right now, or might be a little bit more conservative. But if you think about it, what do you have to lose, right? Why not apply right now? You probably have more time on your hands and more ability to do so if you're working from home or not working. And if you think about it also, if less people apply, it's easier for you to stand out. So capitalize on that, okay? Capitalize on the fact that you might have more time to conduct the search. And I want to say this too, because I have honestly had a number of successes with clients who are job searching right now. In fact, as of today, the recording of the show at the end of March, I just had a client email me and say she just got a fantastic new job with a pay increase. And I have another client who's received multiple interviews in a totally different industry too. So let that be proof of what is possible. A lot of it comes down to mindset and the level of action that you take and the line of work that you're in. But do not assume that no one is hiring. I think that would be a mistake. Okay? So keep applying. You know, I really think that in the economic downturns, if that's what this is, I mean, I think we've seen somewhat of a downturn. Who knows if it'll be a full-on recession or anything like that. But I think the people that still get hired are the ones who persist and the ones who keep applying and don't stop, right? Kind of like if you don't ask, the answer is no, right? So I would really encourage you to not lose momentum and stay competitive and stay as consistent as you can. And that's really important too, just for you, because it takes a lot of resolve sometimes to get through a job search, right? Mentally, emotionally. So it's important to maintain that energy and that level of effort, because I think sometimes if you stop, it's harder to get started again. Kind of like when you're working out, right? Like you got to keep going because if you stop and take a break, it's going to get hard to get motivated again a little bit. So, I think that it's important for you personally also to keep that momentum and that level of action going. Okay. All right. So those were the first two. I have three more things for you. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back and I will reveal the remaining three things that I want you to be doing right now in this time so you can get hired. We'll be right back. Everyone, while the show takes a quick break, I want to tell you about two ways that you can get help in your career for free. First, you can sign up for my mailing list and be a part of my community. I offer all kinds of advice and solutions for your career problems. I also have a free guide that I created just for you called Strategies for Interview Success, and you'll get it instantly in your inbox as soon as you sign up. So head on over to careeruprising.com/signup and get on the list today. Then, when you're done with that, you can join my amazing Facebook group. It's also called Career Uprising, and it's growing every day. You can interact with me and ask questions about your own situation. So go on over to Facebook groups and search for Career Uprising, and I can't wait to connect with you. All right, let's get back to the show. Hey, everybody. All right, we are back and we're talking about how to get hired even in a pandemic, just like one of my clients that happened today. Honestly, I'm so excited for her and for the other clients that I have right now that are having success. And I even put a post out on LinkedIn today to share that good news because I really want you to see that it is still possible for you to get hired right now. So do not stop your job search if you are looking, all right? But the third thing for you to remember is, yes, there will be delays. You do need to anticipate that things might be slower right now. I think that what is happening with a lot of companies naturally is that their focus has really shifted right now to kind of taking care of their current employees, getting them situated with a remote work if they weren't doing that previously. Or it could even be laying off current employees or working out their PTO, whatever. I think there is some chaos that's going on right now, at least at some companies. So a lot of companies are prioritizing, what are we going to do about our current employees right now? So naturally, you can imagine hiring new employees might not be their first priority right now. That makes complete sense, all right? But I still want you to charge ahead. And I just want you to be patient and know that you may not get a response right away. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are out of the runnings. I think it's important to just be patient, but still be putting applications in, still be networking, still to be doing all of those things that you were going to be doing anyway. And you're at least putting yourself into consideration. And if you don't hear back for a little while, I would probably give it at least 30 days, honestly. Maybe even more, because we don't all know how long this is going to last. But I would give it at least probably 30 days or even 60 days, and then follow up again and see if they can revisit your application then. Follow up with maybe whoever you applied with, however you can, and see if maybe it's a better time to revisit your application in a month or 2 months. But keep the wheel moving. Just be patient and don't automatically assume that means you didn't get the job. We all kind of have to manage our expectations right now. Number 4, this is a perfect time to take a self-inventory. Do self-reflection. If you're working from home or you're completely off of work, you might have some time on your hands, okay? Now is the time to take stock of your career and do some goal setting. Where do you want to go in your career? What else do you want to achieve? What are your values? Is your current situation still working for you? Now would be the time to research some new career paths. Find out what it would take to make that move that you've been wanting to make, right? If you're working from home, take advantage of that. Do some online research when you're not busy with your work. Set aside a small amount of time each day to do some journaling. Ask yourself some questions. There's free online career assessments that you can take. You can go to websites like ONET that have career research information. You can set up informational interviews with folks in your network. You can do so many things right now. You can work on your resume, of course, work on your LinkedIn profile, cover letter. This is the time, my friends, because those things take time. So what I'll offer you to help you with this is I'm going to offer you right now a few of some of my favorite questions to kind of jumpstart your brainstorming. So these are questions that I ask of clients when I'm interviewing them for a career change to help them figure out what do they want their next move to be, and where do they want to go, and help them get to know themselves a little bit better. So here's a couple self-reflection questions that you can use. What ideas do you have so far about what career change you might want and what might be a better career path? A lot of people feel stuck and feel like, I don't know, but you generally have some ideas about what you do or do not want. So what do you know so far about what you want in your career? Then, what are the barriers to this path? What's in your way right now? Think about that. And how can you overcome it? What do you love most about your current work? Even if you're not crazy about your job for various reasons, or your company or your boss, there's usually some aspects of your current work that you like. Or if you don't like anything about what you're doing right now, here's a question I like to ask folks. When were you the happiest in your career and why? That can give you clues as to what you want to be doing again. What do you not love? What needs to be different for you in your next career to make it a meaningful move? What skills do you love using the most? What problems do you love solving? What do people come to you for? Oh, go to so-and-so for that. They're really good at solving that. What do people come to you for? What motivates you to perform well on the job? What do you feel are some of your top strengths? Try those questions. That's more than enough to get you going and get you thinking about what matters to you and what career change you might want to make. Number 5 is manage your mindset. Okay? Of the clients that I've been working with in the last few weeks that have had great success have had really good attitudes and have continued the same level of action in their job search. And that is a lot of why they are successful. Okay, so this is the time for you to really check in with yourself. Make sure you're not giving into the panic and just bringing everything to a halt just because the economy has slowed down and things are uncertain. Things are always uncertain, right? You can forge ahead. You might have to manage your expectations and your timeline, but you can manage your mindset. All right. You can do visualizations. You can do meditations. I have meditations that you can try out if you'd like on my website. They're career focused for the most part. That could be a great starting point for you if you're not familiar with it, or if you're looking for another kind of meditation to help you reprogram your mindset. But the bottom line is that this is an opportunity for growth for all of us. So ask yourself, what are the opportunities for me? What good can come of this? How could this maybe in the long run help my career? Or maybe even in the short term? I think the impact of this is really different depending on who you are and where you are and what you do, right? So reframe your mindset. Figure out what the positive things are and how you can move forward, because you have to find a way to move forward through all of this. So there you have it. Another kind of quick message today. I kind of threw this together at the last minute because I wanted you guys to have something to kind of chew on to help you get through this. And I wanted to answer that basic question that I've been getting from a lot of people of, should I just stop everything? And I think that the answer is no. I think you should forge ahead. And I'm still taking on new clients, although my schedule is filling up quite a bit, but reach out now and I should be able to get you on in the near future if you are looking for help. You can always find me at careeruprising.com. CO-VID.com. But I hope this helps. I hope this is something to get you started. Know that you can get hired right now. It's happened. It's happened to my clients recently. So the proof is right there. Boom. Proof granted, right? It is possible. So have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you guys very soon. That's it for today's show. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you heard today, please consider giving the show a positive review on iTunes. It would mean a lot to me, and it would help to spread the word so that others can learn about the show. Thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to connect with you again next time on Career Uprising.
This show is brought to you by InflowRadio.com, the best curated talk radio network for personal development, wellness, spirituality, and conscious business.